I heard this concept that ministry is supposed to be an overflow of what God is doing in our own heart. It's like the person of God has a cup inside of their soul, and when God fills that cup with his presence, the overflow of that cup is ministry, and what's inside that cup is supposed to sustain that person for ministry. That was a vision that I chased after for over 25 years of ministry, and to be honest, there were times here and there that I was able to experience that, but overall it wasn't consistent. It was a desire for that kind of life, a desire for doing ministry while walking in the presence and power of the Holy Spirit that led me to leadership transformations, and more specifically the Emmaus program. And right away after that first Emmaus retreat, I began to see that walking in the power of the Holy Spirit and doing ministry with him was possible. I learned things like how to notice what God is doing in my own soul, how to be attentive to God in my own soul and be attentive to what God is doing around me, how to hold space for others and to hold space for what the Holy Spirit was doing. And these practices were transformative. I also learned what it meant to really truly listen. And as we were in listening groups and practicing this model of listening, I saw that listening is an act of love. And as I practiced that in my life and ministry, I saw that relationships were being transformed. And I was so incredibly grateful. The practices of Emmaus also taught me some things that weren't healthy in my life before Emmaus. Before Emmaus, I would often try to fill the voids and the holes in my life with ministry success and ministry ideas and ministry strategies. And there were quick fixes that never really lasted long. But these practices that I learned through Emmaus, like noticing what's going on in my soul and practicing a preference for God, were making me a whole person. They were making me a whole pastor. And it was so exciting to be a part of that. And I'd like to thank the Lord for his faithfulness to this amazing ministry. And I'm so grateful that God crossed the path of my life with leadership transformations.